Hello and welcome to today's video about how to do the proper search on Sales Navigator so that you get clients booked. Because at the end of the day, Sales Navigator is quite expensive, so there should be a return on investment. But let's be honest, most of the time it's not the truth. So let's take a look at it. But before, let me introduce myself. I'm Marie, the CEO and founder of Marie Olivier LLC. We do personal branding on LinkedIn for CEOs, founders, and entrepreneurs, or also leaders who want to establish themselves as an authority on LinkedIn, because at the end of the day, LinkedIn is the biggest professional database in the world with 1.3 billion users. So you can imagine that big proportion of these people can be your potential clients, customers, or even people who can put you on another level, like being a speaker on international stages, etc. So this all we do as a marketing agency. We are currently the team of 15 people, and we are #1 marketing agency worldwide of creating personal brands from A to Z. We have products either do it yourself, which is Digital Business College, or done for you, so we can manage also your personal brand from A to Z, including the sales boost that we actually get you people booked on your calendar. So that being said, let's take a look at the today's topic, which is about the Sales Navigator. So Sales Navigator might be quite tricky, and especially like not a lot of people want to learn it on their own, to be honest, because it's not that much intuitive. It also took me some time to understand it myself, but because of working with it already for years, I can actually make it much simpler for you and break it down. So I will be showing this exact example of our today's client. So every time when you start collaboration with us as a marketing agency, we have 2.5 hour workshop together. 2.5 hours might seem quite a lot, but it will be like this because usually founders, they really live by their ideas and they cannot stop speaking. So don't be afraid of that. But definitely, like, we will have questions about your business, about how you do business. I want to really map down your marketing funnel. But at the beginning, I will do analysis before our workshop to actually like understand if what I found about your personal branding is really right. So in this case, we had this client, and this was the analysis that I did before our call, and also like what I found that are his specific ideal client portfolio who he's targeting with his business. It's really important to mention that he's coming from not really sexy field, or let's say not really service oriented. It's rather like manufacturing, healthcare, hospitals. We are really targeting people who might not really be on LinkedIn, or many people think that they are not on LinkedIn, but the opposite is true, and I will show you how to find them. So in this case, we were also running the analysis on Favicon, which is influencer marketing platform, where we actually like see really based on statistics where we really stand at this exact moment, and what is the brand about. And then like I have few additional questions about like how they make revenue, what is the like top product, how can I actually become their client, who is their client, where we are expanding, etc. So that being said, you need to be really clear about these things if you want to work with Sales Navigator. You cannot just like have Sales Navigator and figure things out. That doesn't work. You really want to have all of these things clear, and then you go into the Sales Navigator. To be honest, this whole thing like took us like 3 searches before we were actually able to nail down the proper search. I will a bit move it. So this is the final search that we did for this specific client on Sales Navigator, and we got at the end the 1.5k results. As you may know, on LinkedIn there might be like 1.3 billion users. So 1.5k, you might say, this is not a lot, but you can imagine to have 1.5k clients, because 1.5k clients is quite a lot, huh? And if you take into consideration that you can like outreach maybe like 20 people per week, or like to really have good connections with them, and at the end like book a call with like 10 of them, or like 5 of them, and then close 3 of them, I mean, this is already enough. And then you also can see like in our searches here that we put really restricted searches that we really knew what we want. So, and this is even better because you really want the ideal client, right? Like you don't want to have the whole earth. So in this case, like we were really targeting Latin America mainly, and the higher up people, and the owners, and also how many years they are in company, not some really starting positions. And then we really went through all of the industries together, and we did really proper selection. And the last is the post on LinkedIn. So this is why you really need to understand your ideal client and how you actually want to search for your ideal clients on LinkedIn. So I will also run with you through the different setups here. You can also, when you are done with your search, don't forget to actually save the URL of that Sales Navigator, because it will be definitely handy if you will want to in the future, for example, reuse that specific search or something. So just copy paste the URL of the Sales Navigator. Yes, that big, huge URL that I also had here. So just copy paste it. I will show you how huge it is. It's horrible, but you want this huge URL for you. Because then you will be needing it in the future when you will want to rerun it or update it. You click on this if you will want to get notifications by Sales Navigator for the specific things. And then you want to have the company headcount, depending if you are targeting, if you have service for bigger companies, smaller companies. So in this case, you would be using this specific filter. Then you have company headquarter location. We were really targeting Latin America. Actually, we were trying South America, but it was not working as we wanted to. So we really put the countries where our client have clients, and it worked much better. So I would not recommend like North America is or United States is fine, but I would rather really go for the specific countries if possible, because then the outreach is much more specific and much better. Then we have the function. We didn't use that, but we used the current job title. So CEO, founder, co-founder, director. I would not put except something, because whenever you are searching for something, you can use exclude, but I would not really use it, because the include is very specific thing. You can exclude something if yes, something you don't want to. Because especially on LinkedIn, we know that there is a really big intake of people, for example, from Pakistan, India, etc. And you don't want to actually put them in your mail list or in your searches, etc. So then I would use this exclude. But in this case, I just put everywhere include, and then I ran the search, and it was exactly how we wanted it. Don't take me wrong, I don't have anything against the people from India or Pakistan. I love them with my whole heart, but they were just not the case for the ideal client of this client of ours. This is the main reason. Then we put, of course, the seniority, so that we want to really target somebody senior, like director, CXO, owner, etc. How many years in the company the person was, because taking into consideration that if you are in the company just 1 year, how much decision power you can have. You don't want to just get into the conversation with someone who just arrived in the company, right? So this is also the reason. And then we also excluded from 2 to 3, because it might also give us the results of the people who just established the company, and they just scaled fast. I mean, we put the search, starting at 50 employees. So if you are in the company for 2-3 years, then it might be a bit weird. So we also put that years in current position, just to make sure that we get really senior people. And then you can also put the search between geography of the specific person and the company. So for example, I am based in Miami, but my company might be based in Belgium. So you can also make this mismatch. In this case, we were mainly caring about the company, where the company is based, and we didn't really care where the person is. And then we really went through the whole big search of the industries, and like we really nailed down all of them that we are interested in. It took us the most time, I would say, looking for the right client in the Sales Navigator. But what you can also do, I think that like if you would search LinkedIn industries, it would give you a whole list, and then you can ask Claude, GPT, Gemini to actually give you the specific industries that are related to your ICP. If you would give like the profile of your company, and you would just like click here, search here, and you would not need to actually do all of this stuff by searching one by one as we did, because it's really long. Please look at that. Yes. But yeah, then you have the connection. So we didn't really care about it if it's the first, second, third, because we were running this from my profile, from my Sales Navigator, not the clients. But if it would be like about my ICP, I would put here the second and the third connection only. I would exclude the first connection because I would not want to get in touch with people who are already in my connection, because they already know me, they know where to find me. I mean, they always say that the biggest gold mine is at your current email list or at your current followers, and you can do that, but I call it bonus. It's a bonus. You can always like reach out to your reserves, which means to people who actually are following you, etc. So this is about that, and then change the jobs, not really relevant, and we want most of the times posted on LinkedIn, because like you just want to get in touch with people who actually post on LinkedIn, right? So this is the amazing button. I have now just extended the view of all of the filters, so don't get scared, but there are like some more. You can even search for people who are named Marie, like all of the people who are named Marie, so that you can like reach out to them and say, hey, we have same name. Or you can search for everybody who has your surname. You can see like how many people actually have your surname, or profile language, or I mean, it's crazy, right? Like the filters here and how you can find the information, it's really crazy. You can also like follow your company, view your profile recently, connections. We already said if it would be from my profile, I would put second and the third, exclude the first, past colleague, shared experience, nothing, change the job, not really relevant in like ICP. I mean, like, might be relevant, right? If you, for example, are targeting like people who just like change their job, and your service is helping like growing the leaders of tomorrow, like because the people who change job, they are like specific profiles, and of course, like if your company is like focusing on that, then this is filter for you. Or if you are targeting people from a certain school, like alumni of certain school, you can also do that. And then like the workflow here is like your persona or lead list, etc. So this we will be discussing in another video, how to actually set up your Sales Navigator. Or if you are more interested about like how to set up your persona and how to work with Sales Navigator from A to Z, you can be part of our Digital Business College, which is an allied community where we actually teach all of the strategies on LinkedIn and how to build your personal brand and make LinkedIn your engine of growth of your business. So I will put the link below of this YouTube video, so you can apply for it. It's not open to everybody because we have advanced entrepreneurs inside, and you will get 2.5 hours workshop with me as an introductory call as a bonus, and you will have access to the chat with other entrepreneurs where you can also discuss with them about your entrepreneurship endeavors, postings, issues with LinkedIn, etc., outreach. I'm also there in that chat, so I will be at your disposal to answer any of your questions. And you also will be in our bi-weekly masterminds, so that you actually will be updated about new strategies on LinkedIn and much more. So all of these in the link below, apply, become one of our community members, and you will receive the whole A to Z personal branding, Sales Navigator, platform, member section, everything what is inside. You can check it out in that link below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button here on YouTube, and also connect with me on LinkedIn. This is very, very important. and I will see you next time.